adjust this volume a little. So we have a Bitcoin pennant at the moment, and we're trying to see what happens with it, what the outcome is. Good morning, Gianluca. Good morning, Blake. Your hat on my friend. How's it going, Rick? Your hat on my friend. Do you mean like dog with hat? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, my hat on. I see. Is my hat on? What do you mean, my bull hat? If that's the case, yes. What's up, American Crypto Monster? Bitcoin is looking like it wants to break out of this pennant. Tell you what. You know, strong uptrend, hit a high point, came back down, found a point of support. There was a lot of drama here around Coinbase, but no less, we came up. Another test which gave us a trend line. So you get this high here, and then this lower high here provides us with a trend line to follow. So, you know, we come down to the middle sort of section of what does become the pennant. Retest, respect the trend line that was already established back here now. So that's a third touch. Now you come down here and you cause activity down here, and this defines this line here. So you've got the startings of a pennant, and then what did we get? Another test, solidifying this line. And another test. So a triple test. This is the fourth test of this trend line here. Triple test in sort of close proximity. And then you come up here, optimistic move. You come down. This, I called this out because it was the fifth test of this line. And once again, it was to the dollar. It was a wick right there, and bang, we got it. Now, since then, we've had a very positive move up to even come through and do a really bullish test of 63k. It looked like the pennant was going to get a breakout, didn't quite break out yet, and then, you know, you can see where we're at now. So we're trying to track whether this is going to break out or whether we get rejection again and come back down and visit the trend, and maybe even get a dump out of it. It could happen. Like, we could get a Bart Simpson situation, but we won't know that until we come down and visit down here and lose the trend line. So for now, it's looking positive. We are on like the optimistic side of this pennant. Haven't broken out fully yet of it. This was like this is kind of a fake out, I guess you could say. I would say there's some trapped people up here in trades at the moment, waiting and fingers crossed, hoping they're going to get that move to come up and take them into profit. So that's Bitcoin at the moment. That is the 15-minute chart. Let's do a bit of a macro look. So if I jump out to, let's go 4-hour chart. Now, the previous two consolidation zones that we've had have been about equal length, 12 days. 12 days. This box that I've drawn in here marks 12 days, if it needs to use the box as a range. We are not far off all-time highs, by the way. There's the all-time high line. Let me just delete one of them, don't need two. Okay, so all-time highs just over here. It's not far at all, $69,000. If we just get one more impulsive move out of this consolidation zone, we might just test that 69,000. The timing, I mean, if it's gonna do, you know, it's I don't expect it to be perfectly timed with the way 1 and 2 were, but if 3 is a breakout, it may happen sooner. You know, it may even get it, you know, this weekend, like, because we're coming up on the weekend, candles. So there is, let's see, we've got 33 minutes left. 33 minutes left of the Friday candle. Friday's been pretty good. Let's jump out on the daily chart. We'll analyze the days. So Wednesday was incredible. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, just massive progress. I didn't know it was going to happen so quick and so bullish. A lot of people back here were kind of on the fence, like, oh, I don't know if we're like due to come up, like, we're probably going to roll over. We've had the ETF. This was the ETF volatility through here. All of that section there is ETF, anticipation and then sell-off. Not to mention that all the way back here, like leading into it, that was the rumor, or the buy the rumor, and then recently we've had the sell the news moment, which was a 21% correction essentially. But now that we've got that out of the way, the whole ETF situation influencing price, now that the ETF's alive and Wall Street is coming on, getting exposure, we've had these beautiful two run-ups, two impulsive moves, 1 and 2. So perhaps if this is an Elliott wave situation, I mean, I'm no Elliott wave expert, but you've got maybe like impulse wave 1, pullback wave 2, impulse 3, and then now we're figuring out, the wave 4 perhaps, before a final push as a wave 5 to maybe take us to here. Just a very basic idea of what these have been. A Fibonacci extension, you go from like around here up to here, trace it down to the pullback. A 1.618 fib extension would take us to 67,663. It's really hard to read that writing, but it is there. Now, yeah, Serrano's saying do your waves on bigger time frames. So this would be a sub-wave count. But yeah, there is certainly bigger counts at play. Let me jump out on the monthly time frame. The March candle is off to a good start. It's already up 2.3%. It's only been the first day of March. We're looking at the second day now coming up. Let me just hide some of these lines up. Just gonna turn down this music as well. We got half an hour until daily close, so that is fast approaching. The halving is coming up, as we know, in April at some point, most likely. Just calm these lines down a little bit. Now, from the monthly perspective for an Elliott wave situation, you can pretty much call this a 1, a 2, and then we're still on wave 3. Like, we're still on this huge impulsive move up. Does it take us to the all-time high, and then we get a reaction off it, like another pullback, and then a revisit to break it later on, after the halving perhaps? Maybe. Don't drop the US into a black hole, or do I still get points? Can you look at Doge when you have time? So yes, of course. Confirmed, I have it in the ankle database. Yep, I've got ankle pics sent to Serrano. He's got a picture of my ankle. Where was I? Let's go back on the daily. I live streamed it. Yep, exactly. Just a bit of fun. Beautiful pennant. Let me just hide some of this stuff. Happy to keep the rectangles in. They kind of help understand the moments that we've had. If I copy this one across to here, is that similar? This is actually a longer consolidation over here, but that was once again another rectangle that we had to deal with. And there was one prior to that. So this was actually a game of patience back here. We had two boxes that we had to deal with. Now let me check. I've got a multi-view. I've been watching things because I've been scalping. I've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Bonk, Solana, XRP, XLM, and Shiba. The dog coins have been moving lately. It's been excellent. Dogecoin. Let me get up a Dogecoin chart. I think I'll use this list for that. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's talk macro for a second. So Dogecoin, this pink line here is 43. That was a magic number from the community, 43. Doge has not even achieved the 236 fib level yet, which means it is still at value. If you think that Doge is going to ever make it back to previous all-time high, then it's not too late. And that's the case with Dogecoin. Let me just get my notepad because I've got notes on this. Yeah, let's have a look at this. You've got Bitcoin's 90% recovered from the all-time high. Ethereum 65, Solana 50%. Then it goes down the list. You got Linkmatic, XRP's 20, Uniswap is 20. Cardano's about 15 roughly. XLM, Doge, and Shiba and Polkadot are all in this only 10% recovered. So they are still good buys, I think. You're still early. If these come back to all-time highs, you haven't missed the boat. ICP, that dropped so wild in the bear market and it is still down. If that is going to recover or if that has any kind of future, that is still a great opportunity right there. Now you can go through the whole list of all of the alts and you can gauge, you know, where they are on their recovery journey, basically. So just using the Dogecoin chart here, I think I've got a template for the percentage intervals. Let me close that. I need to duplicate. I think it comes from this. Let me grab the right list. We'll open up Doge. Okay. See if I can get the intervals to load. Yes, there they are. Okay. So these are 10% increments. It's basically the Fibonacci retracement divided into 10. You can see we've achieved the 10% now. We're on our way to come up and test to see if we can get a 20% recovered level, and so on and so forth. Like every tier that comes up, you know, we'll keep tracking that. But Dogecoin, I think, has some good potential to climb further. You know, you just wait for it. Shiba, same thing. I think I've got a fib retracement. Yeah, there we are. So Shiba, similar story to Doge. It has recovered 10% of the bear market drop. What are some other coins? Let's see. Blink Link has recovered at least 30% and climbing. Ethereum's done very well already. It's recovered at least 60, probably 65%, and you know, approaching 70% retraced. What else is there? Link. Oh, we just did Link. Ethereum. Uniswap. Uniswap is on the 20 basically. Solana. Solana's very strong. It had a big December. Very explosive December. January was a bit of a cool off. You've had a really good February, and March is shaping up okay there. So very strong. Is this an indication that Solana is gonna be a big mover into the bull market, like into when everything goes price discovery? I think Sol's gonna do well. That's just my hunch. We'll see how we go. No guarantees, but now Theta coin, I think, is another discount. It's still at discount. It's not too late. It's only at the 10%. It has barely even tested 10% recovered. What else we got? Shiba, Doge, Theta, Cardano. Cardano's approaching 20. Bitcoin Cash. Not a huge fan of Bitcoin Cash, to be honest, like fundamentally. But it's about 15% up off the floor. Litecoin, from the high of the bull market down to the bottom of the bear market, it is, yep, it's about 11%, 12% recovered. What else we got? Ethereum Classic. That thing pumped last bull market. Really big, but it gave a lot of it back quite quickly. That's also around that 10%. So a lot of the alts you'll see are around this 10% level recovered. So they haven't even really moved yet. XLM and XRP have a similar kind of story with how much they've recovered. About 10%. XRP rather, let's see, has come off the last bull market to the bear market low around 20. It's had after that case was won, they came up to the 40% recovered level to test and got slammed right back down. But there is still like a growth trend going on here. You know, the floor is rising for XRP. It's a slow mover though. It is quite slow. But you will get these months that just erupt. Like, look at the history of XRP. There's just moments where it gets its time to shine. Matic is quite strong. It's above that dollar, just. It's $1.02 right now. I feel that's quite a key level. Let me just change the color so that you can see it. We'll make it like blue, just so it stands out. But yeah, a couple of tests there of 30% recovered has been nice. Last year we got a run up to almost the 50% recovered level, $1.60 almost. $1.57 high. Very cool. VeChain, that kind of looks like a 10%er. 10% recovered. No, 15, approaching 15%. Not bad. Tron, TRX. Wow, okay, this is interesting. Tron's bull market high. Is this a reflection of Tron's bull market high not being that tall? Or is it a reflection of the bear market not being so brutal? I don't know. But Tron is interesting. It's like at least 70%, if not more, recovered off the high. It came down 74% in the bear market. That's strong. That's because a lot of altcoins went 90 and beyond. Filecoin, damn. I mean, are we using this wick from 2020? Let's use the Let's use the 2021 highs. That hasn't even come off the floor, really. If you think Filecoin has a future, it's still at a great area for a long hold. Yeah, Tron's all-time high is a lot higher, but just going off last bull market's high, yeah, all-time high, lot taller, lot taller. But yeah, what are we? We're about 18 minutes left of the daily. See how that Friday candle's shaping up for Bitcoin. Let's go back down to the 5 minute. Okay, it's still adhering to the pennant. It has not broken out. It's still inside the shape. How's the heat map looking? Let's go to the 1 week look for Bitcoin. So we've cleared out a lot of shorts. There's still a lot of short liquidity up higher on Bitcoin. Hell of a lot of long liquidity too, though. Like, look at all this that has been allowed to stay open. All of these longs. AID is actually on a nice rally. Look at that. Very nice. Bitcoin's coming back into the pennant, so it's having an effect on all the other alts at the moment. Dogecoin's taking a little hit down. Shiba trying to hold ground there. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to keep this little stream brief. It was just a little catch up on what's happened in the last 24 hours. Still inside the pennant. Going into the weekends are, generally speaking, quiet for Bitcoin, so you're not going to get crazy progress on average, but that's not to say that it can't. Like, we could still get a really big Saturday, out of the standard behavior for Bitcoin, or even Sunday. But we'll see how that goes. I would be surprised if we left this rectangle over the weekend. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think you'll lose support, and I don't think you'll break resistance this weekend, but there's no guarantees of that. I just think that's just my hunch. I don't think we get anything too crazy outside of the rectangle. It'd be nice to break out and see another topside visit, potentially. I guess we're going to find out by the next time I stream. We will find out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. There's 15 minutes till the daily close, so keep your eyes on TradingView. And thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.